Hey, good Tuesday morning, and how are we today? It's a foggy Tuesday morning. Coming up to the last few days of October. We got that stupid holiday at the end of the month, which I absolutely despise, but that's another story for another time. Hey, before I ask for a really big ask, how about a big thumbs up? If you like this video, share it, subscribe, all that happy nonsense that the YouTube algorithm's like. Yeah, give me a big thumbs up. Give me 2 big thumbs up. That would be nice. So, yeah, I go extra slow around that corner because there's a lot of horse trailers being pulled around here. I'm not sure if I'm still in Lithia, Florida, or Fishhawk, one of the two. But anyhow, wow, fogging up, so gotta get a little bit of wind noise every now and then as I try to clear my face shield. Talking and running my mouth, I fog up the screen. But anyways, yeah, I do have a really big ask, and I'll get to that. But first, I gotta tell you a joke. All right. Haven't told a joke in a long time. How come the toilet paper couldn't cross the street? All right, once again, how come the toilet paper couldn't cross the street? Because it got stuck in a crack. All right, that's my Connie joke for the day. Yeah, so what is my big ask? You may ask. Well, I need a pair of shocks, and seeing where I am on I am on beyond a fixed budget. You know, I mentioned before that, you know, month to month, and you know, do I sell the bike or not sell the bike? Well, I'm not going to sell the bike. I can't. It's paid for. It's stupid. Even if it just sits in storage, it's still mine. So that's dumb. But anyways, what I need a pair of shocks. All right, now I know a lot of you guys that ride motorcycles, I mean, first thing you guys do is take shocks off your bikes, and this clown's making a U-turn in the middle of an intersection. I guess that's a Florida thing. I'm glad that was on camera, because I mean, wow. So, but anyways, okay, I know tons of you guys, as soon as you get your motorcycle, you change out the shocks. Now, what I would like is either the 12-inch touring standard shocks that come on the street bikes, the street glides, the ultras. Those are the 12-inch shocks. I have the shoddy 11-inch. These things are brutal. And or I would like a pair of CVO takeoff shocks. Those are 13-inch shocks. Those are the ones I would prefer. Now, I don't expect them to get them for free, but I don't expect to be making your next 2 bike payments either. So if anybody out there is watching, you guys know how to find my email. You go into my channel, the About section, click on the email, click I'm Not a Robot, and, you know, drop me a line. All right, that's the way you get my email, for those of you that don't know. So if anybody has a pair of takeoff shocks that they're willing, you know, pay forward or to let go for, you know, a reasonable amount of money, like I said, I don't want to be making your next 2 bike payments. I mean, I'm not an unreasonable person. I mean, I'm always paying it forward. I mean, I put the tour pack on my, you know, on this bike, which is a Rushmore Edition Street Glide. And, you know, I put the tour pack on it. I basically made a trade for it, and I got it. So that being said, and, you know, I took the luggage rack off and the backrest off that I had on there, and I just gave it to another rider that was in need of a backrest and a luggage rack for him and his bride. So, I mean, that's the way this community works, right? I mean, I didn't want anything for it because I know down the road, because he's also a neighbor, I know down the road that he'll help me do something. you know, whether it's something with my house or something with the bike, I'll get a hand. So that's good. And I can tell you, that's the first time I've gotten that green light in like forever and a day. So yeah. And also, I just found in my closet this morning that I forgot all about. I have a Can-Am Spider jacket. Yeah, I had a Spider before this bike because, long story short, my wife had a stroke. I didn't think she'd be able to get on the two-wheeler anymore. Yeah, that's it. Crawl up the guy's butt so you can't go around him, you mental moron. Yeah, sometimes I wonder about Florida drivers. So yeah, I found a Can-Am Spider jacket. It's black. It's got some reflective material on it, and like I said, I had a Spider before this bike because you know, my wife had a stroke and I didn't think she'd be able to get on a two-wheeler. But we both hated that bike. But that's another story. You can go back and watch that video. So yeah. And so I found this jacket, and it's I've shrunk my body size, and it's way too big for me. I would have to wear 3 sweatshirts to make this jacket fit. So you know, I'll pay it forward. I'll trade it. I mean, it's a good jacket. It's 3 season or 4 season depending upon where you live. It has a, you know, a zip out liner. It's really nice. I mean, I think I wore it, in all honesty, I think I wore it about a dozen times before I lost enough weight that it was just too big to wear, and it was just flopping around all over the place. And it's a 3 extra large. Maybe I'll take a picture of it and drop a picture in this video, and you can see what the jacket looks like. But it's absolutely huge on me now, and I mean, the jacket I'm wearing currently, the one I went down in, I mean, this is a 2 extra large, and it's a little bit big, but it still fits because I can pull the all the Velcro crap. I can pull all the Velcro crap tight and make it fit nice and snug, like it should. So that's that. What else is going on? Well, seeing where it's the end of October, a lot of you people probably got winter projects planned. What are your winter projects? Let me know. I mean, my winter projects, ride some more, and ride. I missed out on going over to Daytona Bike Fest, but no big deal. This Saturday, which is November 1st, is the Arcadia Bike Fest. It's Florida's one-day biggest event. So how's that? Which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, they have all kinds of things. It's put on by Birds Barracuda Harley Davidson. So that's always a good thing, always good. I'll probably go to that, but seeing where it falls on the 1st of the month, it also falls on my men's prayer breakfast for my church. So really don't want to miss out on men's prayer breakfast because that's only once a month. But anywho, anybody got any good jokes? Tell me a good joke. I gotta tell you, man, this is the first time I've ridden through here when it's kind of dismal or abysmal, however you want to look at it. I would love to go up there and knock on that person's house and say, hey, can I walk around your house, check it out? Yeah, so that's not much else is going on. Believe it or not, I'm a little cool. It's 71 degrees. I think this is our cold front because we're only supposed to be in the 70s the remainder of the week, but today's high is supposed to be 86. I mean, I honestly don't know where this fog came from. Well, I do know where it came from, but coming off the ocean. But it was bright and sunny when I left the house at 8:20, and it didn't matter of a half hour, 45 minutes. It bam, fog. And yeah, this is all coming in from the ocean, which is well, let's see, I'm 14 miles, I'm another 19 miles, and trying to do, I'm about 35 miles from the ocean right now, and that's about how far this sea fog is making it in, which is absolutely nutsos. Because my house is 14 miles in a dead straight line from the ocean, and we very seldom get the fog in this far, that far. But you know, stranger things have happened. We live in strange times. Yeah, we sure do live in some strange times. Yeah, I got my GPS out today because why? Because I gotta charge it up. I gotta do some planning. I told my wife I want to take a ride around Lake Okeechobee and back, and if we do that non-stop, if we get on the bike, full tank of gas, right out to Lake Okeechobee, go around the entire lake and come all the way back home, it's I believe it's 258 miles round trip, and it's about a 7.5 hour ride. So I want to be able to hook this thing up to base camp and and do a map. Although, I mean, it's not hard to get there, but I mean, still, I like to have a map so I can look for restaurants along the way or whatever, or time to, time from. I like to know, what am I trying to say? You know, if I have a destination, I like to know how much longer I'm going to get there, and that will give you the arrival time. See, this isn't programmed to do anything. It's just on and charging up. Because I don't know why, but in the house, you plug it into the computer, it takes about 8 hours just to get a 5% charge. Plug it into one of my 15 watt, you know, USB wall chargers, and indeed after 6 hours it was up to 10%. And if I'm going to be screwing around with it trying to, you know, draw a map, I want to make sure I got 100%. So that's that story. I'm sticking to it. Run, little squirrel, run. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, run, little squirrel. Run, 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 run. Yeah, surprised I haven't seen any deer. This is the type of day that the deer are out and running in front of you. Although I have to admit today, it's been crazy so far. I have had 3 people pull out directly in front of me. Camera wasn't running because, well, I like to conserve battery because, I don't know, even though I record in 1080 at 30 frames a second, my battery goes down fast. So what I have in the tour pack, I have a USB A to C plug, and I can plug it in down there, and I can plug it into the camera if it gets too low. Plus I also brought along a couple of extra batteries because I did. So I'm not too keen on having a cable, you know, flapping in the breeze. Although I could run it up my sleeve, but that's not cool because then I'm tethered, you know. So, but anywho, I don't know. One of you guys, all of you guys, you know, Motorbomb Virginia, how do you run your external battery power? I know you don't run batteries in your camera. I know you run external battery. How do you power them? Where do you stick your battery pack? That's what I want to know. You stick it on your helmet? How much weight does it add? Because I don't see it stuck on your camera mount any place on the front of your helmet. So yeah. So any of you guys that friendly wave there from local farmer, rancher, whatever you want to call them these days. Is it legal to call them ranchers and farmers, or is that, you know, that racist or whatever these days. I don't know. But anywho, you guys that run external power to your cameras, where do you stick your battery pack? Is it in a pocket in your coat? I'd like to know, because I definitely need one, because like I said, batteries die super quick on me. You know, oh, another thing, you know, after I got off the bike there back a couple of Tuesdays ago, which was, oh, the 14th, you know, a lot of things on the bike moved, which is kind of funny. I shouldn't say a lot of things. 2 things moved. My highway pegs. Well, I told you they got bent. Ooh, that's a big hole. I told you they got bent in, and it was kind of hard for me to operate the brake pedal and the clutch pedal and the gear shifter. But you know, I took care of that on the right after I put the handlebars on. I mean, before I even took my next ride, I adjusted the highway pegs. But when I was out on my last ride last Friday, I was still hitting my toe on, you know, going to the brake pedal. I was still hitting my toe, and I was thinking, now why? And then I looked, oh look, baby goat, cow, whatever it is, animal, steer, cattle, livestock. It's livestock. But anyways, what I noticed when I got home was that, and this doesn't make any sense to me at all, because you would think it would have gone the opposite direction. Now the bike fell on its right side over here, and it slid. Now you would think it would have moved the foot peg, the highway bar up, but it didn't. It moved it down. It moved it down about 1 inch, and it did so on the other side. On the left side it did the exact same thing, and I can't for the life of me figure out how that happened. But you know, stranger things have happened, you know. I mean, I one time owned a 1969 Volkswagen Beetle that folded in half just because the entire heater boxes, rocker boxes, whatever you want to call them on them, just rotted out, and I hit a big enough bump and the car just folded in half. I opened up the door and the roof buckled, and that was all she wrote. Kind of funny. So yeah, I have seen stranger things happen with motor vehicles and motorcycles that get wrecked, go down in an accident, whatever. I know many years ago my sister had a Ford Taurus station wagon. Now this car was only, I want to say this car was about 8 years old. Didn't even have close to 80,000 miles on it. And she got in a little fender bender. Well, actually, she got hit in a quarter panel by somebody that, you know, just rolled through a stop sign and hit her. And I mean, there was probably maybe $3 or $4 grand worth of damage. If that, they were going to total the car out. And I told her, I said, no, I find out buy it back from the insurance company and have it fixed. That's what they did. She bought it back from the insurance company. She had it fixed. It only cost her $2,500 versus getting whatever the book value was for the car. And she kept that car about another 10 years. I mean, she got rid of it. It had well over, I don't know, 160,000 miles. So, like I said, seen crazier things. Well, one of you folks hang out for a little while. I don't know if anything else is going to happen excitingly along this ride. I mean, it's kind of a gray, boring day. every now and then the sun does peek through the clouds and through this fog, and what? Yeah. You good? Good? Alright. Alright. Stop for a quick cigarette, I guess. Alright, so I got the thumbs up. He's good to go. Alright. And that's the way this biker community should be. See somebody on the side of the road, wait for the thumbs up, thumbs down. If at the very least we can keep them company till a tow truck or a trailer arrives. Am I right? I'm right. I know I'm right. I'm always right. I thought I was wrong once, but I was wrong. So yeah, why don't you good folks hang out? I don't know, this thing has probably rambled on way too flippin' long, as they always do. I say I'm going to keep them 15 minutes or less. Yeah, I plug in the computer and start doing it, and it's like 30 minutes, and I'm like, okay, what can I get rid of? I would, you know, whatever. Alright, sit back, and if anything exciting happens, I'll be sure to bring the camera back on. If nothing exciting happens, I'll just do a review pulling back into my crib. You know, I keep meaning to stop here and show this bucket. This is the old strip mining bucket. They strip mine for phosphate here, or phosphorus. And this bucket is huge. It's probably the size of a small box truck. Probably the size of a UPS delivery truck. And now they're 3 times that size. They're absolutely gargantuan. So yeah, the next time I go up the other way towards Mulberry, I'm gonna stop where they have the gigantic, the ones that they currently use. But I guess everything has an expiration date, you know. So, and there's no trespassing, so I guess I won't trespass. So yeah, this is all mosaic land. All mosaic. There's an old tractor right there. I don't know if you can see it any good, but yeah. Yeah, the next time I go up, what is it? 39. Next time I go up 39, like you folks know where that is. Duh. But anyways, next time I go up towards Mulberry, I will stop at that big giant one. You can probably park a tractor trailer. Well, not that big, but you could probably park 2 UPS trucks in the bucket. Pretty crazy stuff. Oh yeah, the sun is trying to definitely make itself known, but this fog is hanging strong. Fog is hanging strong. Alright, not done yet. Ways to go. Like I said a little earlier, guys, hang out for a bit, and if anything interesting pops up, I'll chime in. Otherwise, I'll just give you a review when I get back to the crib. And wow, yeah, just give you a mileage for the day when I get back to the crib. Alrighty, hang out a bit. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. It's been real. I got, how many miles did I go? Whoa, only 163, so it was a quickie day. My wife called me while I was out, and I was on my way home, And she said, hey, want a cheeseburger? And I said, yeah, I want a cheeseburger. I said, get me a double bacon cheeseburger. So that was that. So I was like 30 miles away, maybe closer to 40. So hoping I'm not gonna be cold, because I know how long those lines are. So yeah. Let's see. You know, I do all back roads. I did 163.5 miles. And I got my one blaster road right there. I don't know if you can see that. Look at my average moving speed. My average moving was 54 miles an hour on all back roads. That ain't bad. And considering I go through, you know, a dozen of those 15-mile-an-hour corners, half a dozen stop signs. Yeah. No, fog finally burnt off. Yeah, fog burnt off, nice and sunny, temperature's going up, getting warm. And you know, the last time when I came back, yeah, Judge Thorogood playing. Yeah, Judge Thorogood playing again. I don't know what it is about this radio station I listen to on satellite. But anyhow, you know, so before I go, I'm gonna wrap this up. Gonna be just about, yeah, it's gonna be 164 miles. Not a bad ride for a short-end ride. Big thumbs up. Yeah, big thumbs up. Use that hand. Keep my hand on the throttle. And what else? Oh yeah, thumbs up. And peace and God bless. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Got home just as the wife got home on my cheeseburger. And I annoyed her with the big loud muffler. I'm such a jerk. I love myself. It's cheeseburger time. Hey, you people, I'm getting a cheeseburger and you're not. Huh.